Greetings to all, and in today's class we are just going to discuss something about if conditionals in English. And why do we use if conditional in English? So we use if conditionals to express different situations in English. For instance, look at this. So I just pointed out certain situations that can be expressed with the help of if conditionals. So if the condition is like this, then what could happen? If the condition was like that, then what might have happened? And if the condition had been like that, then what would have happened? And these different situations we can, with these different situations can be expressed with the help of if conditionals in English. So now we look at the types of conditionals in English. There are different types of conditionals: factual conditional, predictive or probable conditional, hypothetical conditional, and counterfactual conditional. So let's check out one by one. So at first it's a factual conditional. So to express the real and possible situations, we'll be using this factual conditional. To express permanent truths, scientific facts, and general habits, we'll be using this factual conditional. So look at the structure of this factual conditional. So in the conditional class, we'll be having if plus simple present tense, and in the main class, we'll be having simple present tense in it. So look at the example. If you freeze water, it becomes a solid. And if you don't brush your teeth, you get cavities. All these are truths, facts, isn't it? So if we freeze water, what will happen? It becomes a solid. And if we don't brush our teeth, what will happen? We get cavities. So to express the real and possible situations, we'll be using this factual conditional. So now look at this predictive or probable conditional. So to express the real situation that is likely to happen in the future, we'll be using this predictive or probable conditional. So here, the expected action depends upon a condition. Look at the structure of this conditional class. So in the if class, we'll be using if plus a simple present tense, and in the main class, we'll be using will plus infinitive form of verb. Look at the examples. If he calls me, I will answer. So I will answer definitely if he calls me. If it's a fine tomorrow, we will have a barbecue. So we will have a barbecue when? If it is a fine tomorrow. So the expected action, it depends upon a condition. So to express the real situation that is likely to happen in the future, we'll be using this predictive or probable conditional. So now look at this one, hypothetical or improbable conditional. Here, to express the unreal situation or to express our dreams or imagination, we used to have this improbable conditional class with a sentence structure. That is, in the if class, we'll be having if plus simple past, and in the main class, we'll be having would plus infinitive form of verb. So look at the examples. If I were an astronaut, I would look at the stars all the time. A person is imagining that what would he do if he became an astronaut or something else. So at that time, he used to express like this. If I were an astronaut, I would look at the stars all the time. Likewise, look at the second one. If I won the lottery, I would buy a house in France. So here another person in Tamil Nadu, for instance, you just take a person from Tamil Nadu. He's just imagining, because here the lottery system has been banned in 2003 itself, isn't it? So here someone is asking a person over there in Tamil Nadu, what would you do if you won the lottery? So at that time, this particular person from Tamil Nadu, he is just expressing his point of view. That is, if I won the lottery, I would buy a house in France. So to express our dreams and imaginary things, we'll be using this improbable conditional class with the sentence structure I have just mentioned in it. Okay. So now look at this type of conditional, that is a counterfactual conditional class. So here, to express the unreal past situation, we'll be using this counterfactual conditional. Look at the sentence structure. In the if class, it is if plus past perfect, and in the main class, it is would have plus a past participle form of the verb. So I'll just make you a little bit clear with the examples I just mentioned below. Look at the examples. If I had participated in the competition, I would have won the prize. So a particular person is just feeling sad about the absence of his participation in the competition, and he's just expressing his sadness in this form. and that expression can be expressed with the structure I have just mentioned in this particular part of the conditional class. That is, if I had participated in the competition, I would have won the prize. But hereafter, that particular competition is not going to be happen, and so this particular person is just feeling sad about it. Look at the next one. If I had known about the examination, I would have paid more attention in class. So once again, another person, he's just feeling sad about the past situation, and he's just trying to express that past situation with the sentence structure I have just mentioned here. That is, if I had known about the passage if I had known about the examination, I would have paid more attention in the class. But what happened now? Hereafter, the examination is not going to be happen. It was finished, it was completed. So this fellow, he is just feeling sad about it, and he just expressed with the sentence structure I have just mentioned in it. Look at the last one. If I had arrived 5 minutes earlier, I would have caught the train. It is not C would have, it is I would have. So I would have caught the train. So once again, another person, he is just feeling sad about the situation that happened. That is, he missed the train, he or she missed the train, and he is just feeling sad about the situation, and that situation can be expressed with the sentence structure which I just pointed out over here. So it is mentioned in this way. That is, if I had arrived 5 minutes earlier, I would have caught the train. Now what happened? Now I missed the train, I'm just feeling sad about it, and that sad situation can be expressed in this sentence structure, that is in counterfactual conditional class. So finally, so these are some of the points that you should keep it in your mind. So for factual conditional, if this thing happens, then that thing happens. In probable conditional, if this thing happens, then that thing will happen. And in improbable conditional, if this thing happened, then that thing would happen. And in the final part, that is counterfactual conditional, if this thing had happened in the past, then that thing also would have happened. And finally, with this, let me finish the class. And I hope so I made you a little bit clear about this conditional classes in English. And you just keep on repeating all these things I just taught you in this class, and be well versed with some other examples. Just try out with some other examples to be well versed with this conditional classes English. So with another new topic, I'll just meet you in the next class. Until then, thank you.